Hi guys, welcome to Small Farmer Life. Hope you're all having an awesome day. And today guys, I want to talk about living in a caravan on your own land in the UK. Now, if you're thinking about buying some land, maybe you want to live in a caravan on the land, maybe you want to live an off-grid lifestyle, maybe you want to start a small holding or a small rural enterprise, or whatever it might be. Maybe you want to buy some woodland, start an agroforestry business. You're thinking about doing anything like that, guys, think about hitting the subscribe button, go back, check out some of the videos I've already uploaded to the channel. You'll find some useful information in those videos, and think about hitting the bell button for future videos. But today I want to talk about living in a caravan on my own land in the UK. Now, living in the caravan itself is pretty easy. It's just like living in a house. There's nothing special being done to the caravan. It hasn't got double glazed windows, it hasn't got any extra heating under the floor. It's just got the log burner put in there, which I put in, and that is a 4.5 kilowatt log burner, and it warms the whole caravan up through all the air. So if in the winter time, when you want it on and you need it on, you put hardwood on the fire just before you go to bed and close the vents, then that will keep the caravan nice and toasty. You don't need any special windows or special insulation in around the caravan. Trust me, that is more than ample to heat the caravan. Now, I do have an oil radiator in there as well, and that is used just for when it's a little bit chilly, but I don't need the log burner on, because the log burner will knock out some heat and it can get too hot. So if it's a little chilly, the oil heater will go on, but if it's winter time, the log burner goes on, and it's on all day and all night, and hardwood burns for a long time. So living in the caravan itself is pretty simple. The bedroom gets a little colder than the front room, but leave the bedroom door open and, well, the heat will just go through the whole caravan. So when you come out the bedroom, it's nice and warm when you go to the toilet in the middle of the night. So living on the land itself, outside of the caravan, what are the benefits of that? Living on your own land in the UK. Well, for starters, you're not living like the rest of the people who are living in those boxes across the railway, which I look at as ant hills and ant nests and just super organisms that are working their backsides off to pay off those boxes twice as much as the box is worth, for the benefit of a few who were doing literally nothing, enjoying all the interest that's been slammed on those boxes, probably on a yacht somewhere in the Caribbean or something like that. And they get everything done for them because they've got enough money to pay people to do everything for them, where the people who were doing the 9 to 5 Groundhog Day, they are doing everything themselves, from working 9 to 5 to coming home and doing all the cleaning up and all the kids washing and the tea and all that sort of stuff. They're doing everything. Well, when you live on your own land, it grants you a sense of freedom from all of that sort of stuff, getting away from the 9 to 5 grind and just getting away from the expectations of society and what society expects you to do, and the debt they expect you to get in to live just a decent life. Where you're on your own land, you can live how you want to live. You can do things that if you did living in a housing estate somewhere, well, they'll look at you in a weird way because they are not doing it and you're doing something different from the norm. So guys, that's one of the benefits of living on your own land. Not to mention, they get the fresh air that you breathe, the peace and quiet, listening to the birds singing. It's absolutely amazing. Watching the wildlife, the rabbits, foxes, which are just going after my chickens, they're all over the place. Depending on where you are, you'll have deer coming through your land. Being able to grow your own produce, your own food. I've got a lovely orchard that produces so much throughout the summertime, which I just take the food banks, I give it to them. I have free range chickens, so I have truly free range eggs. Another thing I like about my land is I live at one of the highest points in the town, and the planetarium is just over there. So when there's no clouds in the sky, on a night time, you can really see the stars. You can see all the satellites going overhead, and it's great just sitting out on a night time looking up at the stars. You might think these are small, insignificant things, but trust me, when you're not worrying about debt, when you're not worrying about what the neighbours think and that sort of thing, these things are nice to do. People go on holiday to do this sort of thing, to just relax. I can lie outside when it's nice and sunny on a sun lounger, getting a tan, without the neighbours looking over the fence at me. If I want to go in the pond, I can go in the pond. Not that I've been in there. Well, I have walked in there just checking out my lilies and that sort of thing. But I can do whatever I want, whenever I want to do it. And as for working, if I need something and I want to build something on my land, then I can choose to go to work for a month, work for a week. If you want to work part-time, you can work part-time because your bills will go right down. Now, it's not just about the fresh air and being able to walk around and look at the night sky and that sort of thing, but it's also a chance to push yourself a little bit further, being adventurous. You'll do things that you never thought you'd be able to do. Honestly, you'll figure things out which you never thought you'd ever need to figure out. When you grow things and it works out fine, you're over the moon about it, but there'll also be times when it doesn't work out. But you know what? There's no such things as problems, there's just solutions, and you'll find out how good you really are. And if you're good at DIY and you like seeing or exploring how much you can actually do with your own hands, with your own brain, then living on your own piece of land could be an awesome way for you to go, or an awesome way to live for you. Because I know some people, I have friends that are multi-millionaires. They live an awesome life, but they've still got the stresses of everybody else. They're not immune to all that sort of stuff. So for me, I would rather not have those stresses in my life, and I would rather literally have the stresses of maybe, oh, what am I doing here? I need to fix this water leak. Oh, I need to stop this fox from getting in these chickens. It's eating the chickens. Those sorts of problems, to me, I'd rather have than worrying about paying for bills and that sort of stuff. Like, getting rid of all the materialistic crap that I'd accumulated over the years was one of the best things I'd ever did, honestly. I just filled up my van a couple of times, went to the tip, and it all went in the tip. I didn't try and sell it or anything like that. I just kicked it all in the tip like it was nout. I kept all the things that really meant something to me, photographs of my children and that sort of stuff, but apart from that, it all went in the tip. And you know what? One of the best things I ever did. And here's the best part, guys. I get to pursue my passions without worrying, without relying on credit cards and that sort of thing. I get to do what I want to do without being in debt. By embracing a simpler lifestyle, guys, I've found financial freedom. I've found that money isn't everything, and having something that the neighbours haven't got means absolutely nothing. It doesn't. So all that materialistic crap means nothing, guys. If you've got food in your belly, you've got a roof over your head, you've got your utilities on, whatever they might be, and you're nice and warm, well, you're living better than most people around the world. So if you can do that and you're happy doing that, then you will find so much more freedom living on your own piece of land in the UK, whether that be in a wooden cabin, whether that be in a converted stable block or a static caravan. You know, some people live in barns that look, for all intents and purposes, on the outside, a barn. They don't try and convert it to look like an house. It looks like a barn, but you go inside that barn and that barn looks like a mansion and amazing. And people wouldn't know it was somebody's house if they didn't go inside it. You'd just pass it and think it was a normal farm building, but they're not. And hundreds of thousands of people are living like this, guys, all over the UK. So stop trying to live in something that looks what we are supposed to think like a house, because lots of people are choosing to live different lifestyles and different ways all over the country. Some are living under the ground, some are living above the ground. Some live in sheds, some live in caravans, some live in farm buildings. So guys, until next time, if you like the video, hit the like button. If you want to subscribe, and you should subscribe, hit the subscribe button. If you want to be notified of upcoming videos, hit the bell button. Make sure you go back, check out some of the videos I've already uploaded. You'll find so much information in those videos and helpful information in those videos. Thanks again to all my patrons. Couldn't thank you guys enough, and YouTube members. Really appreciate the support. If you've got any questions, got any comments, leave them in the comment section below. I'll do my best to answer them. Until next time guys, my name's Craig. You've been watching A Small Farmer Life. Make sure you take care of yourself. Most of all, take care of the family. Be genuine guys. Bye for now. See ya.